So just to repeat again, we've got 15 minutes of this, or 14 and a half minutes to enjoy this. Last weekend in Doha, the World Championships, representing Ireland, Dan Wiffen won gold in the 1500m freestyle and the 800m freestyle. He got them both. First ever Irish medals at World Championships. It was gold for Wiffen. At the same time, with that score time that he got, he took the Irish record. The 14:34.07 was his time. Now, the European record is 14:32.8. His Irish record, set last weekend, 14:34. The world record was set at London 2012 by Sun Yang. It's a 14:31.02. He can surely, well, you know he can go close. Can he do it? I've got his split times here. I've got the split times of the world record. We'll keep our eye, of course, on everything happening behind him. But we will, because we know he's going for it, always keep track of that world record time. His twin brother Nathan, incredibly impressive, long distance swimmer too. At the short course just a few months ago, they dominated gold and silvers in the 800 and the 1500s. They swept the board in them. So this is a very, very early split, 1:55.52. Well, let's just have some fun. He's just outside by half a second, both his national record and the world record. He's going to be averaging 28-29 seconds for every single 50 metres. Now, for the average human being, 29 seconds for 50 metres is pretty quick. He's going to be doing it for 30 consecutive lengths. Okay, get your head around that one. So his twin brother is in second place right now. Silver medal position, Tyler Melbourne-Smith, Tom Tremelcock, Joseph Deegan. Incredibly close behind, isn't it? As well as those two golds at the World Championships last weekend. Also last year, the European Under-23s gold medal, no surprise, 1500m freestyle. European Championships, senior, 400, 800, 1500, gold, gold, gold. He is without question, probably the leading 1500m swimmer in the world, on the planet right now. And he's here competing in the BUCS Long Course Championships. This is, seriously guys, ones to enjoy. We talk all day and a weekend about the next generation of absolute superstars. Without question, this man is one, and he's in the elite group too. Could dominate this event for years. Cannot wait for the Olympics coming up in Paris. Going to be a huge event. All of Ireland's eyes are going to be on him. Ireland famously not won too many medals in swimming at Olympic Games. 3:53 through 400 metres. Just a second and a half outside the both world and Irish records. He was pretty much on course. In fact, right through to the last 200 metres, he was on course for the world record. But Sun Yang in London 2012 did the final 50 metres in 25:68. And Wiffen last weekend did a 27:14. So he lost a second and a half just in the last 50 metres. In fact, another second on the penultimate 50 as well. So he's got to have a massive kick finish. And he'll be very aware of that. Great race at the moment for silver as we enter the last, well, I'm going to say the last 20 lengths. Long way to go yet, isn't there? And that is Tyler Melbourne-Smith and Nathan Wiffen, separated by 100th of a second through 500 metres. So Dan Wiffen keeping pace, split time wise. He lost that opening second and a half in the first 100 metres, but it's not stretched at all since then. So splitting at exactly the time he needs. .600, 5:52. Just falling back another half a second. So you just don't know what his tactics are, do you? I mean, he's just got gold medals in Doha. He's just arrived on a plane from halfway across the world, and he's got the confidence to say, yeah, I'm going to do it again tonight. I'm going to go even quicker. I think regardless, absolutely regardless, we're getting a BUCS record here, because it is his record, but it's 15:02.92, and he went 28 seconds quicker than that last weekend. Of course, we've got the two medleys coming up after this as well. The mixed 4x1 medleys, the B final and the medal final. So this is our penultimate race for medals right now. And our penultimate race of the day. And we're pretty much in two different races now. Dan Wiffen in a race of his own. He's 25 seconds clear of the field. It's not quite a full length, but it's going that way. And Tyler Melbourne-Smith is just pulling away from Nathan Wiffen right now. They were split by 100th of a second a few hundred metres ago. So it's Loughborough 1-2-3 right now. That is unlikely to change. Just falling slightly again off that world record pace. It's going to be, trying to predict things, it's going to be a little bit too much maybe. Love the optimism. But let's see, alongside Fleur Lewis, he's going to smash another 1500 metre record. And interestingly, both Fleur Lewis and Dan Wiffen set those 1500 metre records last year in this pool at this event, and they're going to break their own records in back-to-back races. That is incredibly rare. .8:49 through 900 metres. Yeah, 5 seconds off now the time that he set last week. And at this stage last week, at 900 metres, he was only a 1/10 of a second off the record. Was he ever below it? Let's just scan across. Yeah, 3:50, he was ahead of the world record. And then into the last 400 metres, he was always around about half a second back. And then Sun Yang, 2012, the record will be maintained unless he can do something ridiculously special. Going to see the number 10. Lengths to complete. So 500 metres, 1,000 metres down, 500 to swim for your leader. Let's keep the optimism alive. Can he change gears and pull anything back? And the distance now that Tyler Melbourne-Smith has pulled off on Nathan Wiffen, it's getting up to, it is going to be 10-15 metres now. So Nathan Wiffen really fallen off the pace of Tyler Melbourne-Smith. I mean, these guys will have spent a ridiculous number of hours, days in the pool together. They are training partners, they are teammates, they are friends. And they're going to be side by side on our podium later. Caveat, no DQs, of course. Every single time has to be confirmed behind the scenes. There's been a couple today, but nothing that's affected like top results. I'm touching wood, don't worry. So yeah, over 30 seconds now between Wiffen, Melbourne-Smith and Nathan Wiffen. Of the rest, Tom Treblecock, only 6 seconds back now from Nathan Wiffen. Maybe Tom Treblecock can spring a surprise here. He's representing Swansea. He's got plenty of time to catch Nathan. And they've both just seen the number 8 board at the same time that Dan will see the number 6, 300 metres to swim. It is almost 2 complete lengths of the pool separating first and second now. That's the dominance of Dan Wiffen. The BUCS record, let's keep that as a reference point now, 15:02.92. Still got confidence that is going to be shattered. Tyler Melbourne-Smith continues to stretch the lead over Nathan Wiffen. And he's going to get lapped by his brother, Nathan, at this rate. Both approaching the turning end. Nathan with 6 lengths to complete. Dan with 4. And Tom Treblecock still in 4th place. He's got a catch up about 10 metres over the last 300. And I kind of think he can do it, because Nathan Wiffen has slowed down. And can Tom Treblecock even use Dan Wiffen as a bit of a pacemaker now, because he's just overtaken him. So you've got Dan Wiffen there in 4 in the centre, the bottom of the 2 yellow lane ropes. Above him is his brother, but he's about to lap him, or double lap him, 100 metres ahead. And then down there just turning in lane number 2, that is Tom Treblecock. Nathan Wiffen currently in bronze medal position. We thought it was going to be a pretty much nailed on Loughborough 1, 2, 3. Maybe it won't be. No change in the distance between those 2 boys, Nathan Wiffen and Tom Treblecock, but that's the race I'm going to watch over the last couple of 100 metres. That whistle was, of course, for Dan Wiffen, 13:45 with 100 metres to swim. Which, as we already know, is a fair size outside the record we were hoping he was going to go for. I mean, he went for it. You can't say anything negative about it at all. To have the confidence and you've got the ability to go for a world record. Just to say it, 0.0001% of us will ever get the opportunity to have that thought cross our minds. But the BUCS record, his own BUCS record of 15:02.92, set by Dan Wiffen 1 year ago in this pool, is a record that is going to fall. The man from Loughborough, the dominant force right now in world 1500 metre swimming, smashes the BUCS record, his record, by 20 seconds. He's destroyed it. He's not just beaten it. What a swim from Dan Wiffen. And do you know what's scary? He can go a lot quicker too. What a name to look out for at the next Olympics, the next few years in long distance swimming. Him and his brother. What a family of long distance swimmers. And now we get a chance to look back, and Tyler Melbourne-Smith, who's been in silver medal position the entire race, will pick up a very well-earned silver. And it's going to be a silver medal for Melbourne-Smith, 15:30.73. And Nathan Wiffen will hold on. Tom Treblecock looked for a few hundred metres that he might put in a bit of a challenge and make it uncomfortable. But Nathan will hold on. He'll join his brother on the podium. They'll take gold and bronze, separated by their teammate. It's a Loughborough 1, 2, 3. Wiffen, 15:54 for bronze. Wiffen, 14:42. BUCS record for gold. And Loughborough take all three spots. Tyler Melbourne-Smith silver, 15:30.73. Both 1500-metre records absolutely smashed. First by Fleur Lewis and then by Dan Wiffen, both of them beating their own records. Loughborough dominating long distance again.